Start recording. Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Big Philly Gaming here with Fujinsv or Fuji, they call him. We are going on our first date today. What's going on? Look at this
What's going
man.
on,
He's
Philly? How we
peace hell.
doing? How we
Got a little
doing?
smile. Dude, this guy right here, most recoil on YouTube. Check him out. Kickfiles. It'll be linked below. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. But yeah, we both got dinner. Here we go. I got some cheese fries and some wings here from Sharks, and he got a Philly cheesesteak because you know.
Yeah, I got Philly
Pre-riz,
cheesesteak from Charlie's.
Pre-riz, you know.
I figured I'd eat some Philly while I do this date.
He wants to eat a Philly. All right, so we're gonna get into some wild questions here. What's the most useless talent you have?
The most useless talent
Useless
that I have.
talent that you have.
Oh my God, there's so many. Well, I guess it's I can solve the Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
Damn.
And something else maybe probably be like being able to do like like some voice impressions of some characters like Goofy and Stitch.
You should totally do a Goofy impression.
A Goofy impression?
Yeah.
I can only do the laugh though. That's like the only thing I can do really.
I just choked on some chicken because he says Goofy impression. Oh, that was funny.
Ready? Golly!
That was actually pretty good. Not going to lie. Oh,
yeah, I can do that one. There's a Bugs Bunny, and then a Stitch impression that I do. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Wait, like Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, like.
Family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten.
Oh man, you sounded like one of them VTubers. Not gonna lie.
Imagine, like a user. I mean, hey.
My most useless talent is probably, I don't know. I'm pretty talented. No, I'm just kidding. My most useless talent is probably the fact that I can simp for a girl faster than anyone else. Like you bring a fine lady, she got blonde hair, I'm down bad. That's all you gotta say.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, I'm there.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, and I am no longer single. We'll put it that way.
In your eyes only.
In my eyes only. Just like Snapchat. If you could eat only one color of food for the rest of your life, what color would the food be?
Green.
Green, bro? You trying to shit Fruit Loops? Like, bro, what? Green food?
Green eggs and ham?
Okay,
no, that wasn't a thing.
Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. What about
like?
what about yellow? Because yellow is like chicken, eggs. You know,
you said
bananas.
one color of food, so all my food would be color green.
No, like the food has to be like a color, like already.
Oh!
Yeah,
I thought you meant like.
No, you can't
everything
color
I ate
your
was
food.
that color.
No.
Okay. All right. So I'll probably say. Yeah, I'll probably say either yellow or brown.
Yeah, you know, Fuji likes some bananas. You like them bananas?
I'm just gonna keep that where it's at. But yes, I do like bananas. I like bananas. I like the potassium that they provide. They're good.
I watched them one time, you know, put a banana down faster than Lana Rhodes did.
Yo, chill out. Exposing me to the people. That's crazy.
Would you rather live in a world without coffee or a world without chocolate?
A world without coffee or a world without chocolate?
Yeah.
Alright. This is the dilemma I have, right? Because me personally, I drink a hot black coffee every single morning. That's like the first thing I do. I go outside, sniff some grass, you know, lick it, you know, do
Wait, what?
normal stuff,
Lick
right?
it?
Hey, just let it rock, okay? Let it rock, right? So then, you know, I get my coffee, I go outside. Alright, cool. I can go months without having chocolate. Months, absolute months. Like chocolate is not like a thing that I
But
need.
that one time you want the piece of chocolate, you
But
really want that fucking piece of chocolate.
exactly my point. So this is where the dilemma lies. It's like, do I sacrifice the fact that I have something every day, or look forward to having something every once in a while? I would probably
Ooh.
say look forward to having something every once in a while, because when you have it, that moment, it's just you're fulfilled. You're like eureka, you know what I mean? Whereas in coffee, like I have it every morning, so it's like I could really do without it if I really wanted to at
Yeah.
this point, because I've been
It's kind
having
of
it
like
for so long.
me interacting with a girl. Like, you know, like I interact with dudes every day, but interacting with women, you know, like I'll meet that like once a year. Yeah. Like,
Once a
and I,
year,
I, may, I may accidentally bark at them. I don't know. Sometimes it's like an involuntary bark just because I don't know. But yeah, I think I have to go coffee just because, you know, I have a job that makes me just absolutely need coffee to survive. Otherwise, I'd be falling asleep right now. I'm not gonna lie. Dealing with contracts all day suck. All right. What's the weirdest dream you ever had? Long pause.
Well,
he's like this morning, bro. I rolled over on some morning wood. That shit hurt. I was kidding.
yo, that will never, like, I mean, when I had somebody, morning wood was never the issue. So you know what I'm saying? I would wake up, it just handle
Oh,
itself, and I'll be good.
oh.
But the weirdest dream I've ever had, had to be my most recent one that I had, or, like in the beginning of the month, where I ended up just falling through space, and like going through space in the sense of like, you know, worlds were flipping over, things were looking different, this and the third. And the reason why I said it was weird is because beforehand, and I'm not like, no, I'm not the most religious person, but I do have a faith that I believe in,
Mhm.
and that I do believe that there's a higher power at work. Um, but like, I asked the universe, like, hey, show me like pretty much transforming and changing my life in the sense of where I want to be at.
Yeah.
And I kind of took that dream in the essence of like me being able to like really be taking the risk, you know, going full-time streamer, content creator, and taking the risk and actually flipping the narrative upside down on itself in the sense of where like I was going this way, but now everything's flipped upside down to a point where I'm right where I'm supposed to be. That's what I took that dream as. It scared the shit out of me because one of my fears, like if there's one thing I'm fearful of in this world, besides like God himself, would be just nonstop floating, falling through space, and just not being able to stop. Like obviously they say you would die and everything is not there, but like what if you don't die and you just constantly floating in space, bro?
Just for nothing, bro. Like that's the last time you pass the 7-Eleven the rest of your life, you know? Like shit. Dude.
7-Eleven, bro. You're going past like Mars, and you're like, oh hey, what's good, homie? And there's
But
actual
man, you
people
make
up
some
there,
good
like,
ass candy bars, not gonna lie.
that's what I'm saying. Like damn, there's actually people on Mars, and they lied to me the whole time, saying it wasn't being populated yet. It's people been there, like, you know, conspiracies and all.
Joe Rogan would love to have you on this podcast. I think the weirdest dream I ever had was a couple weeks back when I first moved to Chicago. I had a dream that I just dove like head first into like the shallow part of Lake Michigan and a wave just smacked me around the face. And I woke up, bro, and I fell asleep in the bathtub.
All right, first of all, how'd you end up in the bathtub?
I fell asleep in the bathtub, bro. Okay, long story.
Wait, were you fully clothed?
No, that'd been really funny. But
Okay.
no, I got home really drunk, and I was like, no, I need to take a shower. And I was like, man, I'm too lazy to stand up. So all I did was like, shit, I guess I'll just fucking, you know, just lay down, take a little bath, you know, get this booze out of me, and yeah, you know, I must have fell asleep, just like completely in the same position, like the hands on the fucking sides. Woke up and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the bathtub and there's water still. You know, like.
I mean, that's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. But
Done worse.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if there's any like meaning behind that other than probably shouldn't drink as much.
Drink as much, or just make sure that you're out of the tub before you
Yeah, it's probably smart.
you know, or refrain from taking tubs when you're drunk, or just take a shower. So you have to stand up and be awake.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
I've caught myself in the bathtub a couple times, but I'm just like, oh, this feels too nice. Because I shower first, rinse off all the dirt and everything,
Mhm.
then I do the bathtub thing. So it's just like, you know, you don't want to lay in like filthy water.
Damn, this shit's
But
crispy as
I'll
hell.
sit in the water. I'll sit in the water and I'll be like, yeah, this is nice. But there was one time I fell asleep in the tub and I almost drowned myself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because like we just got a renovation done to the house
Mhm.
and the tub was extended. So like, I could actually fit without having to have my knees up. You know, and I'm not that tall anyway. I'm only 5'9", so like my knees and everything were like, you know, stretched out. Everything. I was feeling comfortable. Jets going, and I just laying there. I was like, I fell asleep. I was sinking down, and I must have took a breath. Like my nose was just above the water, and as soon as my head dipped down, that was it. I woke up. I was like, oh. My mom was like, you were in there for hours. I was like, oh my bad.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, my funniest bathtub story ever was this one time, man. I was a little younger at this time. I was still living with my parents, you know, like right before you move away from college and start your adult life. And dude, I just gotten home, bro, and I just gotten off a date with this, this pretty fine girl, and got some blue balls. Not gonna lie. And so I was like, man, I got no privacy around here. I got like 5 days before I leave for Kansas City. Like, gotta go crank one out real quick, And, bro, within like 3 minutes of me being in the fucking tub, my mom just bust open the door. 20 years old, busts open the door, just sees me fucking having like what's it called? One of them bop its, pull it, tug it, little sessions, if you know what I mean. And, yeah, a little rough. Let's put it that way. Shit, dude. Why'd I say that? Might have to edit that one out.
Use it as a short.
Yeah.
Clickbait it.
What's your go-to karaoke song? You gotta sing. There's a fine girl in the crowd. What you singing?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the Rush Hour movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it would probably be PYT by Michael Jackson.
Oh damn.
I mean, I can't sing for the life of me.
Really?
But like me staring at a shorty, you know what I'm saying? So I'm playing in the background. I'll be like, come here, girl. Come here, girl. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do the mic. You gotta hold the mic like,
Yeah.
come here, girl. With the finger point.
For some reason, I could see you singing. Maybe lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Yeah.
And put on music that is soft and slow.
Yeah, I could 100% see that.
Really turns me on.
Just to be your man.
Shit's so funny. I think mine's probably if I, there's one thing I've learned in life, and the shortest distance between two people is laughter. So if I'm trying to connect with a girl and there ain't that many dudes in the crowd, I'm singing "Shoulda Said No" by Taylor Swift. I'm getting my ass up there. You should have said no. You should have gone home. Should have thought twice before you let it all go. Like that kind of shit. Like, bro, she's going to laugh her ass off or she's going to run out scared. And if she laughs her ass off, you got in. If she runs away scared, just hopefully you didn't give her address because you're going to get something in the mail. So, like, that's that's how you find the one right there. Like, at least a girl, for the year or something. Is, you just kind of be yourself, make her laugh a little bit. Girls love a little bit goofy guy. Like, you're a little goofy, they love that shit. You also kind of got to be a little bit of an asshole. I don't understand that, but I guess I can be an asshole if I need to be.
Yeah.
If you were a type of pizza, what toppings would you have?
Ooh, how's the type of pizza? That's a good question. I'd probably say like a margarita pizza.
Margarita? What's the reason to be a margarita pizza?
You know, cause you get a little happy when you eat me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I'm a little intoxicating when it comes to like my personality and how I am with things, and I've always seemed to be able to, create an atmosphere where like people are relaxed, chill, vibe, not really too much, but just enough to be like, you know, happy. Like, oh, this is fulfilling type of thing. So
Yeah.
I feel like a margarita pizza would be my description of myself.
Not gonna
I,
lie. I think
I
I'd
was
be a
gonna say I
Hawaiian
was gonna
pizza.
say meat lovers, but we ain't gonna talk about that one.
Yo, he says he loves meat. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I think I would probably be a Hawaiian pizza. One pineapple goes on pizza. That's another argument, maybe for another day. But I love this a little bit of sour sweet that it gives like a Hawaiian pizza with the ham and shit. Oh my god, dude! Like I'm about to get a Motel 6 and something to give him, fucking Hawaiian pizza. Have a great night. All right, I should rephrase that. That one's probably getting edited too. But yeah, Hawaiian pizza. I think it's just because I work a pretty serious job, so like when I just want to let loose and like stream and just hang out with the boys, I say a little bit of fruity shit, a little bit of sus stuff. I'm not everyone's cup of tea or everyone's pineapple pizza, um, but there's definitely a very loyal crowd that loves me. So that's kind of what I think of Hawaiian pizza and Big Philly Gaming. Love the pineapples.
Yeah. Okay, Hawaii, we like that. We like that for
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
But I do love meat too, just like Fuji.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a meat lover, but
Oh, I'm definitely a meat lover.
oh yeah, me too. When it comes to pizza, exclusively.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was the last time that you've done something exclusively for yourself?
Exclusively for myself. Last time
Yeah.
I did something, probably more recently, about like 5, 6 months ago, when I quit my job and took a leap of faith in doing streaming content creation and stuff of that nature, and going full time into this, and realizing that I have a true passion and a talent for it, and exploiting that. I think my whole life I kind of lived under a lens of like, what would this person think or this person want me to do, and kind of follow what other people have blueprinted out for me.
And you're just like, fuck
Not
it.
not realizing like I should have took chances on myself along the way more often than not, and I wasn't. I did the whole. I went through high school, graduated high school, went to college, first in my family to graduate from college, and then went straight into working. So it was like, okay, I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. I took a leap of faith. I moved out to the city of Boston um, for a year with two guys that I met in college. Had that experience.
Forget
it was
about
fun.
it.
Yeah, forget about it. It was cool, fun experience, but it was during the COVID era, so it wasn't like I really could have done a lot, because everything was very pulled back and restricted.
Yeah.
But even then, just getting a little bit of the city life, I was like, this isn't really for me. Although I love the city, I love to go do things out there because I also DJ. So like, going to clubs and everything's cool, meeting other DJs and stuff. But like, again, it was just something not for me. And then coming back home and just going to work, I felt something more was to happen for me, because I'm like, dude, I can always come back and do this job. Like, if nothing works out in the end of it, bro, I can come back and work the job easily. I just gotta stay physically fit. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And taking this risk, I've realized a lot about myself, where I want my life to be, how I want my life to be, and in the future, like the vision I see for myself, it's definitely been something that I'm just like, this is for me. This is the first time I'm actually doing something for me, and that's regardless of anybody's judgment. So definitely taking the risk on streaming for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And YouTube, if you don't know this, Fuji is a great streamer. If you need someone just to give you a little bit of motivation to fucking kick in the ass and get your ass live, Fuji is the guy. This man is live like 30 out of the last 48 hours probably. Like, dude's a grinder. Or he's like got kickfiles going on. He's got all kinds of shit going on. So highly recommend you check him out, Fujinsv. Yeah. So how's full-time streaming going? You're kind of living the dream of like a lot of people. I know it can't be easy. I know it cannot be easy. But
Yeah,
how's it going?
I mean, honestly, like, and like I said, I've learned a lot about myself along the way, and like, you know, I got my car thing going on, you know,
Yeah.
family stuff still go, like, life still goes on outside of streaming.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things I got to handle and deal with outside of it. But
Mhm.
again, I think, you know, the biggest thing for me that I did was I distanced myself, you know, from even my own family in a sense that wouldn't foresee or see my vision of what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
And so when it comes to streaming and everything, you know, it has its ups and downs, but like, you know, it being my only streaming income, you know, not getting the subs or anything, you know, you're like, oh shit, like, you know, this
Mhm.
month has been kind of weak. Like, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to afford certain things this and that there, but it helps you realize that you got to be more responsible and manage
Yeah.
well, you know what I'm saying? And that was something I was struggling with beforehand. So now I'm really having to hyper focus on it, and be more selective and everything with my spending and stuff like that. So it's teaching me while also creating this thing where I don't see it as a problem, more so of a learning curve where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you still got to pay this, do that. How are you going to manage it? Right. And now you're in the brinks of it. It's like, you know, you got to kind of zone in on certain things. So now, you know, with streaming and everything, I think the fun aspect of it going well, phenomenal. This time, third,
Yeah.
managing it, creating content and everything. I'm still learning along the way, because I do my own edits. I'm starting to do my own thumbnails, from a blueprint that my homie Danny helped me with.
Ooh.
So like now I'm doing things myself, and you know, seeing like why people would charge so much money for this and this, that, third, how much time things take, and kind of having to manage better. I think managing my time was a huge issue just in life in general, because you know I would just go to work, go work out, come home, eat, sleep, or stream, and go spend money at night and go chill out with friends. And I'm like, I could do do this later on in life. Like this isn't really something I want to keep doing. I want to grow my mind. So learning different avenues and different types of streaming and seeing different people, meeting and greet people like yourself and then other people in the community, like it definitely helps to show different sides of me along the way. Whereas just like, oh, you know, I am funny, you know, to my own extent, and people see that. Okay, cool. But I could also be serious, you know, and be like, hey, like
When I first met Fuji, he was not about anything sus. Like, I'll tell you that right now. He was just like, hey, yo, what's going on? And he definitely opened up a little bit. I don't know if it was, me just, like, being around or what, but when I first met Fuji, he was like, yo, who is this Philly guy talking wild in my chat right now?
No, it definitely was an experience. I mean, when I tell you, like, coming into streaming and not having any sort of foundational and building a community from people that just genuinely mess with you and, like, just want to be in your presence and be around you, like, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's something I preach upon where my community's at now. It's like, I don't want people in my community to be following me and just want me to follow them back. I want them to be interactive.
Yeah,
I want them
no
to
follow
know-
for follows. Get that shit out of here, you know?
Yeah, facts. And like I want people to know like this is a real thing. Like people generally come to me for advice. They call me this and that third. As you witnessed earlier, like I had a friend call me that I stream with and just talk about life stuff. And that's that's the type of relationship I want to build with people that are comfortable to do so. I almost had over 1,000 followers at one point, and then it dropped from almost 1,000 to back to 700. And people were like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, I got followed by one. A lot of people were wanted me to follow them back. I wasn't following them, and I dealt with that period where it was just like
ups and downs.
My values and my morals of where I stand on have to stay strict because I can't just allow people to come in and change my narrative. Because I've had that happen with my life. I had people come in, change my narrative. So it's like
Change your story.
now. Yeah, now I got to be in control of it myself and allow myself to be who I want to be and what I want to create.
Yeah, completely agree. I think the only follow-up question to that is, so it is the internet. There's a fuckload of fake ass fucking leeches, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Like, just fucking cucks. I'm gonna call them cucks. There's a fuckload of cucks out there that just want to see you, just want to see you get fucked. How do you deal being a streamer with people that are just fake, not real, fake, or maybe they're real at first, genuine, and they flip a switch? How do you deal with that, or what's like the first time you're like, this motherfucker ain't real, like that one girl said on the airplane, this motherfucker ain't real, like that sort of thing, like.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. I see where you're getting at,
Mm-hmm.
and the real answer to that is trusting your gut instinct, right?
Yeah.
And knowing that you trust people to be themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I think DMX quoted it before he passed. God bless him. He said that trust a snake to bite you, trust a thief to steal from you, trust a liar to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And trust that you see that well, that you know that
Mm-hmm.
you know who they are before they even exploit it to you. So what ended up happening for me coming into streaming was like, I was fresh into the streaming business. I did the whole Twitch thing, did that for like a year and a half. It didn't really pop off. I didn't get anywhere near
Yeah.
to affiliate. I come to this platform, I grind
You got
and
affiliate in
do
like
the
3 days.
I hit it in a week.
A week,
Yeah,
yeah.
my first week on, I hit it. You know what I'm saying? And that
Damn.
was just from grinding and being social, and then seeing what kind of niche of people I wanted to be around and being selective in that capacity. But I couldn't be too selective because of the fact that like I was new to the industry. So I was like, okay, I got to really see what's going on, where I fit in, and this, that, and third, what I could do to like bring value to the streaming community.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like dealing with like fake people, realizing that
There's a fuckload of them.
the only thing that really can show you is time, right? Over time, you'll see it, right? And that's where you got to kind of test the waters. And I always tell people, there's one way if you want to see if somebody's really snaking behind your back, tell them a blatant lie and see if it comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell nobody else that lie. Don't say it to anybody else. Just say it to that person. And then if that person goes and starts talking this, that, third, and it comes back to you, you know the source already. So that's pure, plain and simple. That's one strategy that I've used. And then another thing is just kind of just letting people talk more, right? Because again, the truth always comes out. So like, you'll sit there, and this is what I tell people all the time. I say you have 2 ears to listen,
Yeah.
and 2 eyes to see. So if you're hearing it and seeing it, there's no reason for you to say anything. So you don't even have to say 2 words to the person anymore. It's just like, okay. And then when they come and ask you, it's like, well, I've seen this, heard this, you're doing this, to that, and up to. And then you let them explain themselves. It's like, but you're still that type of way, so that's not going to change nothing. Obviously, you hear stuff from other people and everything. I tell people all the time, do your own research.
Yeah.
Right? Don't allow yourself to fall into this person said it, so it's
No
true.
phase crypto scams.
Yeah, yeah. Do your own research, right? Because more recently, on the platform of Kick, a lot of stuff's been revolving around Ice Poseidon, his content, what he's doing. A lot of things getting taken out of context, this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, all these people are, being repentant and saying, I'm going back to Twitch or doing other stuff and moving elsewhere. And it's like, okay, cool, but like, do your own research before you make that judgment call, or you make that move. Because if you don't, you're gonna feel dumb when you try to come back and you're not as welcome because of what you did and the actions of adversity. Basically, is what it turns down to.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have an opinion
dealing
on
with
that
those type
too.
of people, you kind of just let that go.
Is if you're really trying to grow, I think, your community, take it to the next level, it's kind of hard to do that on 2 platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or just, flip on, flip off, flip on, flip off all the time. Like, if you're going to make the fucking switch to Kick, make the fucking switch, bro. Like, just fucking do it. There's no going back. Grow with the platform. If, the 1 in 10 trillionth chance that it fails happens, it fails. You start all over again on Twitch. If you're flipping back and forth for like 1 or 2 people or whatever, fuck them. Like, honestly, like, they ain't real enough to be there for you. Like, it is what it is. Like, if they can't make a fucking Kick account in 3 seconds that it takes to fucking make a Kick account, like, I'm sorry. They're probably not, true fans or true people in your community. I have a couple. I have some friends that won't come to fucking Kick because they think it's a booba streamer, fucking platform. They think that fucking Amorous in there fucking licking everyone's ear every 2 seconds. It could be, but that's the beautiful thing about Kick is you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like within, obviously reasonable, like, parameters.
DLS rule and stuff.
Yeah, but like you can lick ears, you can fucking eat pineapple on pizza, like you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's one thing that brought me to Kick because 1, I love calling my friends simps. Bro, I see Fuji or someone in like a girl chat, my ass message them being like, "You're a fucking simp." Dude, this is what I do. I think it's funny. Like, there's nothing wrong with that word. It's like, I don't know who got so fucking offended by the word simp that it became a culture to just be like, oh, you can't say simp. Like, okay, I get it. There's words out there that are offensive. Like I probably can't have an opinion on most of them, but like simp. Simp is a universal term to describe someone that likes a girl. That is not offensive. I'm so sorry, but hot take, that is not offensive in any way. It's if anything, it's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, it's blatantly a joke, and what it comes down to, it's like, people don't realize it, but like, it's something that's not even a negative thing, and people are making it a negative thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it puts in perspective of like, you know, what society's trying to mold everybody into. It's just like, oh, he's using the word simp, like, okay, like, let's make sure he doesn't hit like the For You page, or, you know, high content is not third, and it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. And at one point, it was the hype of the internet, right? Where it's like people were going out doing IRL streams and IRL content and being like, oh, I'm gonna simp over this stranger and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it all depends. And I mean, I think the industry sees, you know, its fluctuation in style and kind of what is selling at points in time. I've seen this new thing like on Omegle and Monkey where like people have multiple cameras set up, you know what I'm saying, and doing like the light skin thing where it's like the camera's really good on one side, but the front camera is okay. Like they still look good. They look phenomenal on this camera. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, those type of things. It's just like, all right, so that's selling now. You know, a lot of people are doing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the different angles. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even do it.
Type shit.
Man, I don't know, dude. The internet's so fucking fake sometimes. It's it's tough, but man, I do love playing some fucking video games, saying some wild shit, fucking drinking some beers or Pepsi. But you know, I'm a Coke guy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess a little lighter topic. Do you believe in aliens? And if so, what do you think they look like?
Oh, 100%. 100% I believe in aliens. And the reason why I believe in aliens is because there's history behind it, right? There's symbols, there's symbolic things out there that represent,
Pyramids.
like, yeah, like, you can't tell me that, oh, it took 100,000 people just to move one brick of a pyramid, and they did that. Like, bro, listen to me. That formation, how calculated it is, how precise it is, the tombs in it, everything is just so perfect to the point that if it was 1 inch off, like, things wouldn't be working the way it's working.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me people in the primitive ages, you know, ancient Egypt, were like, oh yeah, like, we're just gonna figure this out and mathematically calculate this perfectly fine? No. And I think one of the biggest things too was like, you know, I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it's the new Marvel movie that came out, the Essentials or whatever it's called, like displaying like these superhumans as gods and goddesses, right? So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, that makes more sense to me than the history I was taught. You know what I'm saying? And I'm huge into like Egyptian like lore and everything, and like history of the gods and stuff of that nature, just because I find it so cool. But like,
some
again,
people might call me Zeus because the way I flex on these ladies.
That's crazy. But that's what I'm talking about, right? Again, if you want to relate, like, and this is why I say things are similar in a sense. You think of the gods of the Greeks, right? Similar to the gods of Egypt, they all have similar attributes, similar ways and things that they represent. So like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there had to be some things that were smarter than us at one point, that were like, oh yeah, let's just show y'all how to do this so y'all have this for the history, and then we're just gonna go into hiding and then see how you guys pretty much evolve over time. Like, I'm over here thinking like, okay, and then you know, you got the internet saying, oh, UFOs are real, this and that, third, all these CIA documents displaying that they found aliens and all this stuff, and it's like, I'm sitting here like, duh, like, now it's just, you know, this was trending and people were being shut out and told to not say stuff, and now they're saying stuff because now the majority of the world is like, yeah, this is real. So it's like, aliens have to be real, in my mind.
You know, I take a look at this guy named Mark Zuckerberg, and I just think, bro, there's got to be something behind this man. Like, it is not real. Like, I'm just gonna like pull up a picture of this guy real quick. If I can spell his name, I just type in alien dude.
Alien dude, first image is him.
Look at this dude. Look, bruh, he's fucking. There's like a lizard or something underneath him. Like what is going on here, man? Like have you ever?
You talking about the eye thing?
Yeah, that and just like the way he looks just doesn't look real. Like how he talks and like interacts with people and all that shit. I don't know. Anyways, he built a pretty fucking cool ass fucking Facebook. He built probably other shit too, or Meta or whatever the fuck it's called. Meta glasses seem pretty cool. I don't know. Guy's brilliant. I just think he's too smart. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm stupid. It's what it is.
No, it's not because you're stupid. It's because it's extraordinary, right? To a point to think of a human can think of all these things, right? And then also you got to think there's other people that he's working with that think exactly like him, but only specifically in one attribute. He's able to create based off of what other people do and be able to piece everything together and make a masterpiece.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got his counterpart. You have what's his name? It wasn't Microsoft owner. What the other one? Well, freaking
Bill Gates?
Not Bill Gates.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk. I don't know why I was just on and on. But Elon Musk, right? He's a counterpart to him, where it's just like.
But I feel like Elon Musk has some like human traits, like the shit that he tweets out. Like
he's on the spectrum, right? And that is the significance that he holds, is that he's on the spectrum, but he's not. There's no like pity party for him. There's no like this, that, and the third. It's more so like he's just able to create, and people are just trying to understand how is he doing it. It's like, well, you can't understand it because it wasn't meant for you to see it. It wasn't meant for you. It's not how your brain works.
Yeah.
Right? He can create something out of nothing. Same thing with Mark Zuckerberg. They can create stuff out of nothing.
True.
And it's like, how do you do that in a sense when you don't necessarily have a blueprint, right? Because we all have blueprints. Tying back to the whole alien thing, it's like
100%.
they laid down the blueprints. They showed us how they can create things, and we just created it.
It's not like anyone showed us how to stream either. Like we literally got it from someone else or someone inspired us. You know, like Fuji inspired me to start streaming on Kick. Him and Flash, Most Valid, Reason, all those guys inspired me to start streaming on Kick. I had a Kick account probably way before all of you, but you know, I was just like, you know, I was actually done streaming. I was done streaming until I met these guys. Like, all right, they're cool. I guess I'll go live a couple times, see what happens. I had like 40 followers on Kick just from like being in people's chats and stuff. Went live like 3 times, 4 times, boom, affiliate. Boom, you know, like sitting there. Now, dude, like, it's so cool that I literally make like almost half my rent a month doing something that I love and would have done anyways. Like, I would have completely been streaming anyways, and I make like almost half my rent, and I give back to people like Fuji. I've got some catching up to do because he's like 120 some subs in my chat. I got a little catching up to do.
You ain't gotta catch up to me, man.
But yeah, dude, I love giving back to people. I love giving some subs out to the girls. You know, it's about it. You know, the best kind of riz is money riz, especially some of these girls. You know, you gotta make some bands through.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess the best thing to end it on for a memorable experience. What's your worst pickup line?
My worst pickup line?
Yeah.
Jeez. Worst pickup line is crazy because, you know, I ain't got the word, you know what I'm saying? Even my worst is better than the best, you know what I'm saying?
Oh!
But, hey, that might just be a me thing, you know what I'm saying? But my worst pickup line, and to be quite honest, I don't use pickup lines as often. Because the way I flirt is I counter. So, like, it's more so like we're talking this, that, third. She might say something, and then I might be quick-witted and just make a comment on it to make her smile, laugh, giggle at it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of play off of what the person's saying. But if I were to say a pickup line that's corny, forgot how it goes like fluently, but it has to do something. But I saw on Wildin' Out, right? And I don't know if you can find the clip or not for it, but it was on Wildin' Out, and I think what's his name? One of the people that like actually battle rap said it, and he said, something about like I can't or I see you um with me or something, and then the other guy was like, wait, you're missing a letter, and then he goes, oh yeah, you can get the D later. So like that, I've used that,
Oh,
I've used that one time, one time, and it worked. But that's my worst pickup line
oh.
ever because I even when I did it, I was drunk and intoxicated, and I was just slurring over my words, and
Yeah.
she just happened to be worse than me, so it just worked out.
I you know, when I'm talking to a girl at a bar or something, I never hit it with like a one line or something like that unless I've been talking and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, look up some shit, you know, like to like based off her personality. So if like she's a nurse, I'll hit her with like, are you my appendix? I don't know what to do, or I don't know what you do for work, but I feel like I should take you out. And you know that normally gets her laughing a little bit. And if she's a nurse, you know, it gets the works. You
She
know,
gets it. She gets it. She gets it. She
yeah,
gets
yeah,
it.
it gets the works.
Okay. Okay. We like that.
But
We like
normally,
that. That's a good one.
normally I just I don't know. I just talk to a girl, say, hey, I just want to say you have beautiful eyes, like Fuji. You have beautiful eyes. And I just walk away, get up, walk away, and 10 minutes, 15 minutes go by, and there's dudes like drooling, like all, you know, like doing some crazy shit over here, right? You know, and I'm just standing at the bar talking maybe to another girl or, you know, grabbing a drink with the boys, playing beer pong or something. Guarantee within the next 20, 25 minutes, she comes around. It's like, hey, you want to play beer pong? Or hey, you want to do this? Boom, all you have to do, nice hair, nice eyes, nice smile, or hey, I really like your laugh, something like that. Girls love that because guys these days just walk up to girls and be like, damn, you got some fucking cannons on you, or yacht,
She
or
does
like
that.
things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that, bro. Like you say something like that, a girl's like, okay, this guy actually likes me for like something, you know, maybe a little bit deeper
More
than
than
just
what?
like physical, like guys, you know, look for. And
Mhm.
you know, eventually they're like, if they don't have a boyfriend, sometimes you accidentally run into girls that have boyfriends, and that gets a little weird. But you know, you just walk away, and they come around. You know, if they don't come around, wasn't meant to be. You know, it's just like the easiest. At the worst, made someone's day by giving them a very polite compliment. Um,
Mm.
that's just kind of what I do. I know some people might think it's a little weird, but I think it's nice. You make a nice compliment. Hey, nice hair. I mean, it's harmless, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the objective is to just get their attention, and if you do, you know,
Yeah.
that's cool. If you don't,
I'm a
at least they
huge
know.
believer in just walking away because the guys that overstay their welcome, that is creepy as fuck, and that's why girls are scared of guys. If you stay there and you're just trying to get their number, you're dancing around them, doing shit, and you're just hoping they start dancing on you, that is weird as fuck, bro. Like, only time you should be dancing around people is the people that you know. Like, unless it's you're just like in a fucking packed ass like concert and you just have no room other than to just dance where you're at. But like, I don't know. People be weird these days, and I'm a strong believer in just let girls have their fun. If they want to talk to you, they're gonna talk to you. Like you can approach them, say something like you have to. You know, you're a guy if you like what the girl looks like, or you know, you maybe like saw her like make a a last shot in a beer pong cup or something. Like you know, you have to go up there and be like, hey yo, I just want to say nice shot. You know, like something like that, and you will walk away, and it's like, man, this guy actually didn't just walk up to me and say, "Hey, can I get your number?" or "Hey, you want to fuck?" like shit like that. Like they're actually just like deeper, you know, into the conversation. It gives them the
I
chance
have
to come to you.
yeah, no, I have a funny story about a beer pong situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm nasty at beer pong. Let's just get
Yeah.
out the picture. And so playing like I'm at this party, right? I was living in Boston at the time. I was with my roommate and his soccer buddies because he played soccer and he knew a couple professional soccer players that were in Boston and they were doing like the Boston League stuff and all that stuff. So I was like, cool, whatever. You know, I'll pull up. Pulled up. Um, you know, I saw this girl, whatever. And mind you, I'm 5'9". She had to be at least 6'2", 6'3". Well, she was like
Damn.
gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? Literally and figuratively, I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot, right? So I told her, I said, look, because I was running the table, like I was getting people off the table left and right, taking
Yeah.
shots, no look shots, just kept getting them off the table. Because when I find the sweet spot and the release point, it's over. Plus I'm left-handed, so that's you know what I'm saying. I got on that curve to it, so it just goes and drops in.
Mhm.
So her and her friend go up, right, and I placed a bet, right? Last cup, right? And I was like, you know what? I'll give myself both shots. If I miss both shots, right, you win whatever this and third. It don't matter, even if I make one of them. But if I do get both shots in, I get your number, and you make out with me.
Damn.
And so I'm sitting there, and she's like, see, you know when a girl gives you that look, like, there's no way you're that confident that you're able to do this. Like, there's no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at a friend, and her friend's like, you should do it. Right? Mind you, her friend was cute too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
But you always know there's one friend that's a little
yeah.
more attractive, you know?
Yeah. But you can tell who was the alpha between the two. So I was like, I want the alpha. I don't want the beta. I want the alpha. So I'm going, and I'm like, okay, cool. And mind you, I'm like, I'm in my confident. Like when I'm drunk confident, it's like out of this world. Like nothing can stop me type of thing. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm looking at her, right? I look at her. I'm looking like straight at her, and I'm looking at her, and I just toss it. I'm like, that's one. On the release, I go one, makes it right. She's like,
shit.
Okay, that was lucky. I said, okay.
You're like, warm up them lips.
No. So I got my phone, right? I handed with my contacts open. I was like, you ready? She was like, what? Put your number in and make out with me. She was like, we ain't gonna make this cup. No, looked it, shot, sunk it.
Dang.
Everybody at the table. Because she was like the hottest chick there. Yeah. So like everybody at the table was like it was like a moment of silence, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
And then I became the highlight of the party. But like that had to be like one of the coolest beer pong moments ever. Because I generally was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this or not, but shit, if I do, legendary. Quick. Hit it. I was like, nice. All right.
Oh.
And then I got off the table after that, because after you do something like that, you can't, you know, say,
oh no, you can't follow up.
undefeated on the table, and then I got to make up with the hottest girl there. I'm good.
Oh yeah, I'm done for the day too. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Maybe done for the year. Not gonna cap.
Well, she turned out to be she was playing Division I volleyball at Harvard, and then she also became a model after for Vogue.
Yo, so got the Snapchat or the number still? You know.
I do still have the number. But I can't disclose that on YouTube.
hey, true. Yeah. Well, shit, dude. I appreciate you for wanting to go on a first date with me. If I had to rate you 1 out of 10, you're definitely a 10. You got that smile. You got the glasses. You got the eyes. The hair. You know, Fuji's huge about his hair. He would never shave a bald. I've asked 100 times for like 150. He's like, nope, never.
Never. You would have to pay the rest of my year's salary.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's only 2 months left. That might not be too bad. I'll ask you in December. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. You're the best, bro. If you guys don't already, make sure to drop him a follow on Kick. Fujinsv, Fujinsv. I hope I spelled that right.
You did.
Sweet. And then kickfiles on YouTube, Kick, and then files. Not gonna catch me lacking by me spelling that incorrectly, so I'm just gonna, spell it like that. It'll all be linked below.
Just check the links below, y'all. Just check the links below.
Check the links below. Yeah. You can probably make a little dance move out of that, All right, man.
Crazy.
I appreciate you. Have a good one.
I appreciate you, Felix. Peace.
Peace.